This video is entitled Planting Quinault Strawberries in Zone 8B, Health and Spiritual Benefits. Discover the joy of growing Quinault strawberries in a wood chip raised bed here in Zone 8B of Mississippi. In this video, we'll cover how to plant and care for these everbearing strawberries, ensuring abundant harvests twice a year. Beyond gardening, we'll explore the health benefits of Quinault strawberries, which are rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber, and their metaphysical symbolism of abundance, joy, and community connection. Join me as we plant, nurture, and reflect on the deeper meaning of these vibrant berries. And if you could look down there on the ground, you can see one I got down there already put in the ground. I had already started putting my sets in, and I'm just going to share with you today how we go about putting those in the ground, which is a very simple process here. I got my raised bed here that I started with some wood chips and so forth, and then we'll go from there. But we're going to talk about the first thing, talk about the planting those. We're here in Zone 8B with these here plants. We have my raised bed with the wood chips. They normally tell you to plant them in the early spring after the last frost for maximum yield, but the Quinault strawberry, they pretty cold hardy. I had some before, and I planted them around this time, and they did very well. So I'm gonna put them in the soil now, and then they'll be ready by the spring. And then they tell you to by space them about 12 to 18 inches apart, rows 3 to 4 feet wide. I only have a limited amount of space, so I'm gonna do the best that I can here. And then they tell you your soil, you want to be well draining. When you plant strawberries, you want the soil to be slightly acidic. You want to have a pH around 6.0 to 6.5, and then have it enriched with compost. And then you have the mulch. And here I got a raised bed garden that's got wood chips, help retain moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. And then the care, you want to keep the crowns at soil level, water consistently, and remove the runners in the first month to encourage strong root growth. And then you expect 2 main harvests in late spring, early summer, and fall, with up to 200 berries per plant annually. So what I'm gonna do right now is, if you look down on the ground there, you can kind of see I already put one in the ground. Well, I got many in the ground. I got about 20 something already I planted. Then I'm gonna take these other 2 that I have to finish out this bed and show you basically all I had to do. So I went ahead on yesterday evening. I had put the holes down there in the ground. That's where I already put a hole. Then I had cut the roots off of this here. The roots was a little bit longer than what they are. And basically what I had to do is I just trimmed them back, so when I put them down that hole and get them in the dirt, it won't be that hard. But they're very simple to plant. Like I said, I planted some of these before, and I had good success, but I decided to move them around, and then when I put them in the other area, they didn't do as well. But with everything happening in the world, you know, we have to make sure everything that we want to have, we want to make sure that we put them there. So that's basically how you did. You saw I put that crown, and I already got the hole there that I put there. And I'll take this other one that I have, and I'll drop it over in there. And it's been wet around here, so I ain't worried about the roots. I could have soaked them in water prior to doing this here, but since it's already kind of wet out here, I won't too much worry about them. Just put them in there. And they sent some kind of fertilizer along with these sets that I had bought, but I'm gonna try to do everything organic. And if I need it, I'll put it in there. But on this here occasion, I decided that's not what I wanted to do. But that's pretty much basically all it is in planting strawberries. And then over the next several, I want to say, days, this portion of the plant here will start turning greener. And then all of that in there, it starts sending out leaves and so forth. And then one good thing about these here strawberry plants, they're going to start multiplying on you because they'll start sending runners off of them. The first few runners that come off of them, you want to basically cut them off because you want to make your root system to get strong in there. But each one of them, let's say I got about 25 here in this bed here that I got. You have to figure each one of them sent out about sent out a running on that runner. Normally, if you can get about 4 strawberry plants off of each one of them. So you could easily be at 100 strawberry plants here real fast. So that's basically what I was looking at. So, and then now we want to talk about the health benefits. It's rich in vitamin C. It boosts the immune system and supports collagen production. You have antioxidants. You have things like anthocyanins, which help reduce inflammation and protect against oxidative stress. It's good for dietary fiber, supports digestions, regulates blood sugar, and aids weight management. Low calorie snack, about 50 calories per cup, making them ideal for healthy eating. And then it has its anti-inflammatory properties. May help with arthritis and asthma symptoms. Then you have your heart and metabolic health. Strawberries support cardiovascular wellness and may reduce diabetes risk. And up here where we're talking about the antioxidants, thing I like about it, a lot of times they tell you to take the leaves from this strawberry plant and boil that when you're dealing with things like cancer and so forth, and drink the tea from those leaves. And it's very supportive in that area. And now we'd like to talk about like the metaphysical and cultural benefits of this here, of this strawberry plant. First, you have the symbol of abundance and joy. Strawberries often represent fertility, prosperity, and celebration. Then you have the community connection that you have with it. Sharing harvest fosters bonds and strengthens local ties. You're looking at love and purity. In folklore, strawberries symbolize love, purity, and sweetness of life. And then you have spiritual nourishment. Their everbearing nature reflects renewal, resilience, and provision across season. And then they're a great pollinator attractor. Flowers draw bees and butterflies, symbolizing harmony and interconnectedness. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about on planting these strawberries here. You may not have to start with as many as I have, 20 something. You could probably start with fewer, but I'm trying to create a little bed here. And then I'm gonna probably plant some peas also in this bed. And then around the sides, you can see I have some other, where I built this raised bed garden just from some Arizona green tea jugs that I drink from. But I'll probably do a follow-up video within another couple of months to show you how everything is going. But that's how easy it is to get started in growing your strawberries and everything.